Boop, we here. It's your boy GDQ, 1/4 of the Activated Podcast.
It's your boy, Real Walter Ford, driving while I'm doing the activated podcast.
It's your girl, Busy Balboa, 1/3 or 1/4, whatever. I don't know how to do it. 1/4.
It's your boy Mac. I'm not doing none of that math because
You're 4 out of 4.
I'm
You
100%.
complete the quartet.
I'm 100.
What's going on, y'all, man? Happy Sunday, bro. How everybody feeling?
Well, rest of y'all are high. I'm just tired.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Marinating like a cool pair of steaks, baby. Chilling,
I like
drinking
that.
coffee.
So,
We halfway through February. Or wait, no.
No, we almost done.
Flying by, G.
We got a week left of February. You know they be shorting us on this month.
Yeah.
Still
BHM?
Black History Month.
Every
Shout
day
out to the
month.
shout out to it's the 56th anniversary of the assassination of Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
And they also found out that the FBI and the New York Police Department worked together to get him assassinated too. They found like new information on that. I was watching Attorney Crump. Yeah. Shout out Attorney Crump, by the way. Yeah. So.
Happy birthday.
So you know that's.
Happy birthday to the late great John Lewis.
Happy birthday.
Mr. Good Trouble himself. You know,
And
to the legend.
also rest in piss, J. Edgar Hoover.
I thought she was going to say Rush Limbaugh. I was going to say
Both of them.
All of them.
Yeah. He said a lot of more wild stuff than I thought.
Who?
So
Malcolm?
Rush Limbaugh.
Oh,
So
Rush Limbaugh is a nut, bro. Rush
Yeah.
Limbaugh is.
I didn't realize how wild he was.
Yeah,
fuck
that fool was extra racist on what he was doing for his
They were
whole
all
life.
a part of the COINTELPRO.
Yeah. I think that's good because Judas and the Black Messiah came out too, so everybody's talking about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. It's all. I mean, they basically were in that thing, like for real. They were super deep, like super.
It's
deep.
so sad because when you find out that Willie O'Neal only got $300 to get Fred Hampton killed next to his 8-month pregnant wife, it's like, I don't care what time period it was, and how more valuable money was. That was just not worth it.
So like this is my thing. Like you hear all this stuff. Oh, China and so and so, they'll just kill you. But like that's like that murder is like very violent. Yeah,
Extremely violent.
Very violent. Yeah, like I mean, and they just by like luck didn't kill. I mean.
Right.
Pregnant girl, you know what I mean? Like just by luck, she was supposed to die. Obviously, there.
Yeah, that was a lot of shots, like 99 shots, and only one was fired from the Black Panther Party.
Mm-hmm.
Which is tough. It's tough because it makes you it makes you feel like you can't really create like a mass movement or at least have huge groups like that because these fools just come in and. You get $300, you know what I mean, to snitch, like, and that's everywhere. You're gonna get that everywhere.
Right.
I seen a tweet somewhere that said the government isn't ready or prepared. The government isn't prepared for winter storms, viral pandemics, or or pandemics, and but they're ready for large amounts of Black people to come together. I said, that's really real, because they was really prepared for that,
Oh, yeah.
And sending...
They strategized.
Yeah, sending prayers to everybody in the South and Texas, and
Right.
I know some
Prayer.
people out there and they pipes burst, and yeah, but yeah, it's just wild how they unprepared for one thing and prepared for another. And it's crazy how, like you were saying, that movie is kind of relevant today. You
Hmm.
know, like what we went through, like we was all there. We was walking it. It's not as violent, you know, but it's still violence. Like now they gotta try to have a PR
It's still
to
just as
themselves for
violent.
It's that tear gas in some
Still
cities,
just as
bro.
violent.
Come on, bro. I mean, they pushed down that 70-year-old dude. I mean, and that was just a simple push. They were,
Oh, you know, they were shooting people in the face. Yeah, people's getting
and
shot the lady
I,
here. So yeah,
I, I think that COINTELPRO, what they call it or whatever, is still, I mean, alive and well. It's
Oh
just the
yeah.
bots. It's the
Mhm.
bots and the
can,
propaganda from the
can you explain
media.
what COINTELPRO is? Because I ain't gonna lie, I have no idea what that means, and other people might not know what that means exactly.
Well, basically, COINTELPRO is a program that the government came together with. I'm not sure if it was Roosevelt or J. Edgar Hoover, but it was one of them that originally came up with the program. And they worked with the FBI and anybody that was considered the Black Messiah, any revolutionary that they deemed posed a threat to them, they would target them. They would, get these Judases, other Black people in the community that were facing, any small jail time or whatever. They would get them and they would have something called the Judas effect, where they would, kind of like train them to go in and be like a little spy. And they would make them feel like they're part of the FBI. Like, you're one of us. They would invite them to their houses. You would meet their children. You up in white people houses and you eating with them and they buying you steaks and giving you $300 and all of that. And they just want to know a little information. Lay out, draw his apartment. Tell us how it looks and all of that. And you thinking, it's not a big deal. But
And
the
you
whole
gonna get off
time they
too,
plotting.
I
Right.
assume, right? You
And
know,
they're going
and
to
they tell
get
you
you
gonna get
off.
off.
Willie O'Neill, he was only facing 6 years because he was stealing cars and stuff like that. So, they're like, oh, you got this time you looking at. And he felt like, he could get out of this trouble. So he just, did this job for them. And
Yeah.
he ended up getting Fred Hampton murdered. And he continued even after that. They got him murdered, and he continued even after that because they gave him his own business. They gave him a gas station, and they were like, you
Yeah, I
never got
saw
to
that.
go back to stealing cars again. And they did that with plenty of other people. But it's what's sad is that in one of the FBI documents, Fred Hampton, one of the biggest threats to them, it was the fact that he was developing like an economy in Chicago for Black people. He was giving out free breakfast to kids. He was having like, free healthcare and things like that. And they felt
They had
like that was
healthcare,
completely
daycare.
yes.
Yeah.
They felt like that was
It was
completely
self-sufficient.
disrespectful. So whenever they did bomb the Black Panther office, they really only bombed the third floor where the cereal and stuff was at, which was just gross. Like, that was sick. Why would you do that? Like, whenever the racist people tell Black people to get it together, do it yourself, we've done that before, and every single time they continue to bomb us and they continue to get in our business whenever we're just trying to create our own communities. So
And
that's
then
that's
they
the
get
back.
mad. And then they get mad when you just want to like do your own thing and like not fuck with them. It's like, oh, that's racist. Why don't you want to deal with white people? Cause every time we do, like y'all fucking with us. Like,
Well, it's not even that. I just think that Black-owned things were created to just have an option. Because it was like they wouldn't even. They was like, no, you can't be over here with us. So they like, all right, we got to do our own thing. And then it kind of like our own thing became the cool thing. And then it's like a reverse psychology. Like, oh, you want to do your own thing now and leave us out?
They were okay
Generations later.
with, you had like
Generations later.
yeah, you had your nationalists and your
Almost like a reverse
non-nationalists.
psychology.
They were okay with the people that wanted to be a part and to integrate, like, Dr. King and people like that. They were okay with that type. But the non-nationalist type, like, Carmichael Stokely and all of those, like, they were like, because they felt like we can't be a part of you guys because you're never going to have our best interests at heart. So we want to create our own. We want to have our own communities. And they did not like that at all. No. Even though
I
we
agree.
didn't have any rights.
But Martin Luther King started changing his mind towards when he got assassinated, which is why they assassinated him.
Well,
he
they
started
said,
to really get in tune with some of the other organizations that were working, because at one point all these different organizations, the black people, they were working against each other. They wanted the
well, what
same
it
thing,
was,
but you know, they
yeah,
wanted to
well,
do
what
it
it
different
was,
ways.
he got into economic change. He realized, and he did a speech on TV
Mm-hmm.
2 days before he got assassinated, where he was talking about uh, my people need economic assistance. You know, economically, we've been deprived. He said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to misquote him exactly, but to paraphrase it, they gave white people land, and the banks would just give them loans and give them land, and deny black people those same things. And in America, home ownership is how you build assets and build wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin Luther King saying this in like the 60s, and then they killed him 2 days later after that. And
Yep.
also right before he died, he's quoted saying, I think I may have walked my people into a burning building.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you know what I'm saying? Because he realized that economic growth was really, and wealth, um, I don't know the proper word. I guess just the change in the wealth gap is really what is needed to be dealt with.
And a lot of that pressure was being put on him. A lot of that pressure was being put on him from those non-nationalist type of people, because they were fighting for that down in like places like Mississippi, where even though they were free down there, they really didn't, those people down there did not have any rights compared to other states. So Carmichael Stokely and all of them, they loaded up on the bus and they went down there, and they were trying to like get them people to fight back. So they stopped shopping with them. They stopped spending the money, and Dr. King and all of them started to see that it was working. Yep, it started to work.
To jail for a boycott, so you know what it is.
Yep.
Excuse me for 1 second, y'all.
Now you good. But yeah, it's crazy, because every time we try to, create that our own little economy, then they like, oh no, you can't do that. You can be with us, but not all the way, but you can't create your own.
The American government is so petty. Like it goes deep. Like even with like Haiti. I mean, Haiti, that with the revolution they took over, we were in that thing. We've been in that thing trying to mess with the entire country because we just don't want black people to have their own thing. You know what I mean? Like
But it's like with Haiti, they are like picking and choosing when they want to play, like, I don't know. They allow all of that destruction to happen when Papa Duck was in office, when he was pretty much killing his own people. They allowed it. They was giving him money and everything, and they knew it was happening.
Well, they enjoyed it because it's good, because
he was killing them.
It's destabilization. Exactly. Because that means if that country is destabilized, then our country can either take their resources or is in a better position. You know what I mean? The less united all those island countries are, the better.
That's so sad, because it seems like it's happening again with this new president that they got that refuses to get out of the office. Like, this is the same thing. Haiti always have this issue.
Listen, and what are they doing? They're burning American flags, and it's the same thing. It's not only about him. They know he's U.S. backed. You know what I mean? The Biden administration is already backing him. They recognize him still as the president, like officially, and technically he's not by their own constitution and their own laws that they set up. So yeah, it's wild. I mean, we're everywhere. We do it everywhere, and especially at home. Like it's especially brutal and violent. You start your own little community, and the government comes in and just does whatever they can to mess it down.
And they'll Tulsa it.
Oh yeah, and I mean, there's like absolutely no accountability. Nothing. It just keeps happening. And it runs deep. And you saw it this past year. I mean, you saw a mass like knee-jerk reaction to like millions of people fighting for civil rights. Millions, the biggest mobilization the country has ever seen of people.
And across the world.
Yeah, like, and you get, and I mean, you saw like a literal anti-race or a literal racist movement spark up against the anti-racist movement.
And you know what's even crazy? A lot of that COINTELPRO stuff, it started in San Diego.
I didn't know that.
San Diego got a lot of crazy history. I got an article here. It says in 1971 in San Diego, the FBI financed, armed, and controlled an extreme right-wing group of former members of the Minutemen, anti-communist paramilitary organization, transforming it into a group called the Secret Army Organization that targeted groups, activists, and leaders involved in anti-war movement using both intimidation and violent acts. The FBI has used covert operations against domestic political groups since its inception. However, covert operations under the official COINTELPRO label took place between 1956 and 1971. So, yeah, San Diego got some crazy history.
That don't surprise me though. You mean shit? We talk about how conservative and racist San Diego is. So, I mean, I don't see why anything would make me think otherwise now.
Right.
In today's world. So it's funny because you said that it was basically for people who were anti-war, and they're anti-war. And the crazy thing is with that is like, anytime you're anti anything, they think you're not American.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with it, you're not American. And
you can't be American.
You can't be American. You know, we're going to war. I don't agree with that. You're not American then, because I don't want to go to war.
And the sad part about it is that a lot of those wars, they were there and they were really not beneficial. Like the Vietnam War
it was bad. Yeah.
That was so bad. And most of the people that were in that war were pretty much devastated due to like the terrain itself. It wasn't crazy ass. These people were, and then they fight for land and stuff just to end up surrendering it and giving it right back for years and years. Like this, it was so dumb. It was no reason to be there.
The U.S. got crushed in Vietnam, and like all the veterans, all the people that passed. All those people died. All those troops came back all messed up from the chemical warfare that we dropped. We just ruined this country's land. And that in Vietnam is badass. They fucking put up a hell of a fight. 20 years of just fighting back against this supposed best military in the world. Even at that time, we were huge and had all these weapons and all this stuff. And I mean, and that's what I mean is like they talk shit and they say communism is bad. And then Vietnam's a communist country and they're fine, and they like today they literally are fine. They barely have had anyone die from COVID. They have 90 million people in their country. 90 after we came through and just crushed them. 40 years later they're fine, and look at them.
They're just thriving.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these wars, majority all of them, don't have shit to do with us.
They make it about us because they want to continue to have that control, that say so. Like we're everywhere.
I've said it.
Do you feel that way after serving in the military, or did you feel that way before the military, like before you got in?
What that to be honest, like early on, I didn't really like the stuff that you learn about in school. I just like, it's it's whatever, blah 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 blah. But it's like, as I got older and I got into the military, and after you like really like comprehend things, like the stuff that you learn, I just look back. I look back on it, I'm like, what the fuck did that have to do with us? Like, what does that got to do with me? Same thing Muhammad Ali said. He was like, why am I going over there? I don't know them. They ain't did nothing to me. Why do I got to go over there and fight? And I think that was like, I think that's how it is with like a lot of the stuff. Like,
it's everything.
What was it? Even with, it's everything. Like even with like the weapons of mass destruction. Like you go over, do all these bombing and stuff, and then
bro, we ruined the Middle East, bro. Like, and it goes deeper than that. We were in the Middle East in the 50s, bro. You want to talk about, like, we overthrow governments, bro, and install like
Oh
their
yeah,
own fucking dictators who ruin
But
it. Like,
just can't save them
we
Haitians. But
beat
you
ass.
can't save the Haitians. Refuse to look over there.
We beat ass and talk shit.
Man, but yeah, like I said, like now, once I got in, I just realized like America is a nosy ass bully. We put our noses in shit that ain't got nothing to do with us, and like I said, we bullies. Like we're bullies, and
They're gonna make
it's
it
all
out.
for the money. It's all for
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, I know.
It's,
I mean,
I
that's the
know.
bottom line.
the
And
Middle East.
y'all think that's why we still ain't got no stimmies, and that's why they still got the kids in the cages and still not helping people with their student loans. And
Minimum
I
wage.
know it's got a moment in the month.
Bro, don't I
But he also said as soon as I get there, this is what I'm gonna do. But he said 100 days, but it's been 30 of them bad boys, and there ain't no progress on none of that.
gotta, already
Time
a
is
third.
ticking.
Hey, you know what? It's like I've always said though, like America's full of shit.
Mhm.
The government's full of shit. They don't care about the people, no matter how you try to slice it, dice it, and serve it. They don't care about the people.
You know,
And when you
it's
try to
all-
build your own community, they kill you. So
yes. And you know, a good analogy I saw recently, an analogy I saw, they said, "But with you at the strip club."
I saw that too.
I was like, that is a good ass analogy.
I think a politician is more like
I'm in love with it.
It's a setup. Like, they're
like
not.
it's on it. And here's my thing: it's like it's only a little bit slightly better because like he's just not blatantly going on TV and Twitter and saying like crazy ass stuff. You know what I mean? But I think it's worse
He's
because
not wilding out.
Trump never told me he was going to give everybody $15 an hour for a minimum wage and cancel student loans. So when you tell people you're going to do
it ain't
that,
worse because people not riding around. If people not riding around with Biden flags on their truck and Biden hats and trying to fight you and calling me niggas and shit, like no, that ain't.
so it's
It's
like,
way better than that.
but it's still
Way better for everyday life.
I can take 4
But
years of
as
Biden.
far as the governmental side and like that, yes, it's the same. Or it's worse, I guess. I don't think it's worse.
I think I can deal with 4 years of Biden. I don't know if I could have dealt with.
They just do whatever the hell they want to do.
let me tell you, yeah, they would have definitely let us keep dying from COVID if Trump was still in office. That's for damn sure. I know Biden and them
So
want
that's what I'm saying.
vaccines because they know that motherfuckers need to get back to work. Because you know who's really trying to get you back to work is Joe Biden, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump wanted us.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he ain't getting fucked.
Because Donald Trump was trying to overthrow the government. He was trying to do what
Yeah.
the Haitian president doing. And he was like, I'm doing 19 years. I'm gonna be the forever president.
Mm-hmm. He wanted his whole family in there. He was looking at the next 50 years.
Dictatorship.
I don't know if you know, but he actually retweeted a video of that said Trump, and it was like Trump 2020, and it was like 2024,
2024,
and it was like 2020.
Yeah.
It was like all the years it was like Trump forever. So
But
he really did believe that a little bit.
They're good though. I'm telling you, I keep getting told Donald Trump has dementia and Alzheimer's, but that fool lightweight is a mastermind, or whoever around him is a fucking mastermind, because they mobilized a lot of angry, hateful people, okay? And they were good at it. They were very good at it.
Yeah.
It's something about that energy. It was something about that energy. Like people was just, thriving, clinging on to it. And some people got that talent where they can create that type of culture. You saw how the one guy did that took all the people down there to South America and had them drinking that Kool-Aid. I keep telling y'all.
I think he just found his
Jim
angle
Jones.
and worked his angle.
Mm-hmm.
And got rich and got his family rich as fuck doing it too. So that's what I mean.
That's what it was about,
he been rich for a long time, so he done studied people. He know how to be a player with people, man. That was easy.
I keep getting told he's got diapers and he's high all the time and he's going to jail. But let me tell you, the reality is so much different. Okay, I heard all this stuff about Donald Trump. I think it's all the media. I just. Like, bro, they were They were
just
sitting
talking
there in
shit.
rooms, bro. They were sitting there in rooms like, how can we kill these people faster? Okay.
They like, let's say he eat doo-doo. Okay.
Yeah.
Drink bleach.
He eat a diaper and he high all the time. I mean, I can believe he high all the time, but he probably takes like pills or something. You know what I'm saying? Like something like, you know what I'm saying?
Didn't they say that the White House was like disgusting and stuff? Like that he had
He got chips everywhere on the floor.
They said it was stink after he left, like out the rooms. I don't know. I heard something like that.
Yeah,
Don't quote.
it was like Wendy's burgers, McDonald's burgers, wrappers on the floor.
Yeah, someone pulls open a drawer and there's like stuff in there, still food. Like what the?
I was just gonna say that it's gonna be like chicken nuggets in the desk drawer. What the fuck?
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nuggets in this the America desk. The desk of America. Why the fuck are these big nuggets in there?
So much stuff happened that just was not supposed to happen when he was in office.
Yeah, I'm bringing back with this shit, man. So I got to.
Then they said they removed like the Diet Coke button or whatever from his office, the Oval Office.
Why?
I ain't never heard of that either. That's hilarious.
Bro, but you know what it is? You know what it is? That you can hear all this stuff, but that fool doesn't get drunk, bro. He doesn't drink alcohol, bro. That's the secret. I'm telling you, bro. You don't drink.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. That fool don't drink it. But that's the crazy people, bro. The crazy people that like do the Sudafed and meth, but they don't drink. You know what I mean? Like that's how you know you're crazy.
Bro. He like biking into something.
But not his son. You want to talk about
his son on coke. His son got coke mouth, fam.
No, his son is on everything, bro. Every drug known to man, that fool is on.
Yeah, at least on that, fam. That's hilarious. He said you ain't want to talk about fam. You talk about that.
We ended up talking about him, bro.
I knew it was gonna come out. I was watching y'all. That's why I'm sitting here like.
I ain't. Yeah. Before we get out of here,
tell you. No. Let me tell you the difference, though. I seen a video last week of Joe Biden gives reporter coffee. This fool like.
Oh yeah.
Old Grandpa Joe just walking through the White House with his coffee, sees a reporter and is having a conversation. Like, here, take.
They had one picture where he was like talking to this homeless lady. Like they got a little quick picture. I'm like, please stop with the photo ops. Stop that shit. Give me my money. Oh, you know, Gavin Newsom trying to give us an extra 600 on top of what your boy.
That's that 2K checks. That's what it is.
Newsom said, y'all not about to recall him, first of all.
He's trying. He's trying.
Hey.
He's trying to.
You know, the old San Diego mayor, Kevin Faulkner or whatever, he's running against him. And I'm not voting for his fat head ass.
No, he has no
Kevin
chance.
Fuckboy.
He has no chance. That fool has no
Kevin Fuckboy.
Yeah, Kevin Fuckboy.
See, let me tell you, there's someone, another guy, I think his name's Major Williams, and he's like a black Republican, and he's like, I go to his website, and what does it say? It's like anti-communist, anti-Marxist. And so if the Republicans in California were smart, they'd actually go with this dude because he's got charisma and he like owns a business. But yeah, they're gonna go with Faulkner, and Faulkner's a real weirdo. So yeah. And you know why, right?
Faulkner is the reason we had help all of them homeless people in one little circle. Like, just move them over here. Nigga, no.
Move them to the next city over.
Dying.
Chula Vista has to deal with them now.
And then
they just basically, to clean up the city, they just pushed all the homeless people across the way.
I read Kevin Faulkner's whole little like biography or whatever, and it was just basically saying how he completely like did not do that whole homeless situation right, and he was pretty much like he was telling the police to use force to make homeless people either, if you don't go to like a shelter, you would get a ticket. And you know, the shelters are first come, first serve. It's not a lot of shelters like that in San Diego. So a lot of them had to get off the street, and he was like making it seem like, look, the streets are clean. But really it's like, bitch, you told us we couldn't sleep here no more.
Yeah,
And
like,
then we had all the hepatitis.
yeah, like I said, when the MLB All-Star was hosted in San Diego, they did like a massive like
Homeless sweep.
For like a better
That's
word.
that's the sweeps where they go in there, they take everybody's shit, and they just tell them
Throw
they
it
gotta
away.
move.
Yeah, all they did
Throw
was
it in the trucks
and push them across the 5. So yeah. So yeah, that's Mayor Fuckboy, but he still has no chance.
Yeah, but Todd Gloria still does the same thing. I seen hella videos of homeless sweeps recently. They go up that thing. They up there every day. They got the police truck. They got the garbage.
He tried to use the fact that he gay to get in office, and now look, he ain't helped no damn body. I swear, you can't trust no damn body, not even if they gay. I was like, yeah, Ty, he gay, he believe in rights and stuff. He was talking good.
But you know what? You know what you should have looked at? Who you know who the police union endorsed out of that race? Out of the old white lady and Todd Gloria? They endorsed Todd Gloria.
Fuck.
So
the
there's a reason. Yeah, the police union. So the San Diego Police Union endorsed Todd Gloria.
He got me with the gay shit, man. I was like, when gay boys gonna play, he gonna make sure we get what? He got me.
But that's what they love. The Democrats love a smile and a good looking face. You know what I mean? And so
damn, you're right. But I'm not a Democrat. I'm just a person.
They think that if they put anybody that like has a good progressive talk, that's what's going to get the people.
Well, and I'm talking about. I saw an interview. He was like, "Yeah, the homeless. We're going to fix that. I'm from San Diego, and I really have pride in my city, and I'm going to help out. I have options. I have some ideas." Oh my God!
Can't hear you, Walter. Can't hear you, Walter.
Come on, Walter. Come through.
What were you saying? We can hear you now.
Oh, that's because the shit connected to the. Okay.
Now you did.
Well, anyway, that's because that's the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the game is pretty much. I'm gonna say what you want to hear. I'm gonna smile. you know what I'm saying? Like it's a.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make sure that the police department does houseless sweeps every single day. And then when there's protests, I'm gonna support the recall Newsom booth, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets shot at.
Just vomit.
Welcome.
But why? Because he's all about the money too. You could tell he got the money face in my mind. He's got that like that.
Yeah,
that
he
look
got a money face.
He's got that look.
Hell yeah, because he crosses his legs and do this whenever he sit down. You know he about that money.
Him and Newsom too. They both got the same money look in their eyes. They both got that same fucking smile, that same fucking smooth face, bro.
Yeah, Newsom used to be little dude. I heard when he was the mayor of Sacramento, they found him in the hotel room with his
San Francisco, I think it was.
Okay, San Francisco. They found him in the a hotel room with his campaign manager's wife with cocaine.
Shit!
Oh,
Gavin.
It's back in the day though.
Gavin be having.
He was.
This man looks like a fucking Gotham villain. Okay?
I know a cokehead that looks just like him.
He definitely finna tell you something that don't work.
I know a cokehead that looks just like that.
Hey man, a politician is still a job, and they still
it's a job. You gotta clock in.
You gotta do it
a job that you get massive benefits from corporations from if you do it right.
Hey, if you're a politician and you do it right, you set for forever.
Hell yeah, because one of our senators of California, this bitch been in the office since like 1935 or something.
Dianne Feinstein, yes. Let them. She old.
1935. God,
Old.
Jack. I know
I'm talking about a long time. 1960.
I know it's not 35, but yeah, but still though.
Same with
Yeah,
Pelosi.
my lord.
Pelosi's been the same rep for like.
So she been there before the Voting Rights Act was there.
Bro.
They ain't getting out of their seat. You hear me?
She was there before black. Yeah, for black people could vote and women.
She's like, oh, the niggers can vote now. Okay.
Let me tell you how much she's worth. $58.5 million. Dianne Feinstein, Senator of California.
Diane. She got that sack, honey.
She's been
That's
in here
interesting
since,
how these people be millionaires like that.
One of 2 California senators since 1992.
Yep, I knew it was wild. That girl been in there, baby. 1992. Man!
And before that, she was the mayor of San Francisco in 1978. And before that, she was on board of supervisors. So like the county board since 1970.
Baby girl got that work. Resume impeccable. Baby, you don't want to retire? You want to get the 8 million?
You're 88. You know what I mean? Come on.
Let somebody else get that seat. She's like, no, I have to make sure they do it right.
This woman was born in 1933. 1933, bro. My God.
Yeah, I knew the 30s was familiar because I was like, she was born like 2 years before my grandma, or the same year as my grandma. Like, ma'am, you can sit down, huh?
This woman is 88, probably gonna maybe be there when she's 90.
Look, she ain't giving up that seat. Y'all don't know how to do it.
She ain't giving that up.
She gotta die.
She's like, we used to do it by paper in 93. Now we use this mobile device.
But see, that's the problem. What it is
Mobile.
now, you got all these people that were born in the early parts of the 1900s, making modern day decisions.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was born in the early 1900s, man.
Like when.
Yeah, that is wild. That's a blessing, and it's wild. Like she still got a job like that.
Yeah,
like,
surely and making
we're
cake.
Like the 30s, G. Think about how shit was different in the 30s, G. Like people was taking pictures. They was like, "Watch the birdie." Like it was like everybody had the same looking car. Or everybody had horses still, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Only radios, no TVs.
Yeah, they used to be like, we're gonna go swinging now. Like they finna, you know what I'm saying? Like it was totally different, fam. Like,
so you call, California gets called progressive, but yeah, she's the oldest sitting senator. Okay, the oldest sitting person in Congress. And listen to this. The oldest person ever in history in Congress died at 102.
Why he even there, fam? He ain't even doing it.
So I'm taking it that this is not something you retire
Why
from.
this nigga 100, fam? Imagine that nigga walking in, fam. He walking, you know. Well, I mean, being 100 is a blessing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma died at 102, fam. It would take 100. It's like 20 minutes to get down the hallway, fam. That nigga was
102, and you still in office? How were you getting to work?
Yeah, fam. He got 17. He in there with on a pacemaker. They got a doctor in the congressional doctor with him. Like,
and that bitch don't know who anybody is. What?
He don't even know what he voting on, fam. Like he can't even read the paper.
Calling everybody the wrong name.
That's hilarious. That is interesting though. That's a thing.
So you don't retire from this shit.
That's a problem.
Well,
that's what it is.
I'm just trying to think of any other job that you can be that elderly and still work.
Exactly, because they gonna kick you.
There's no other job I can think of that you can be that elderly, fam.
They gonna kick you out of the Olive Garden. You can't work.
Yeah. Other than like the head of bingo at the spot, you know what I'm saying? Other than that.
after
I
that.
can't wait till I'm the head of bingo at the spot. But yeah, no, you're right. So yeah,
That's a problem.
yeah, that is a
Ooh.
problem. That is a problem. That you could be that elderly and still make decisions that affect the country, like affect
Should
actual
we,
people's lives.
like, imagine, should we stop killing unarmed black people? No! Kill them all!
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think it's a fact of that you elderly. It's just a fact of how effective are you because you elderly. You know what I'm saying? Like, how effective, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Motherfucker might snap back into slavery. Oh, no! They're
Well,
here!
the liberals love it because it's diversity.
Diversity
guess
in
you could say that.
In
Look,
age, you got come on, y'all.
they putting all these people, the presidents
Come on,
be damn near about,
come on, don't discriminate against their age.
presidents be damn near on AARP and shit, and we be like voting them in.
Man, paying their social security.
Man.
We're progressive. We have 88-year-olds in Congress, 102.
You can be anything you want to be in America.
Oh yeah,
It's a wrap.
$15 is too much.
I got paid 15 cents.
Oh,
Gosh, and you know what's really sad? The people that are like, oh no, if they raise the minimum wage, then don't say nothing when cheeseburgers are $30. Man, please.
A burrito is gonna be $50.
It's
There's
crazy,
gonna
y'all.
be no
It's
jobs.
crazy.
McDonald's is gonna go away. There's gonna be no jobs.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that
People
just
really-
make? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just don't understand it.
All I'm saying is just make weed legal and you'll have extra money to give people for
They
minimum
won't
wage.
do that. It's gonna be every single state is gonna be legal before the feds say, okay, finally. I still give it another 8 years before they legalize it federally.
bro.
And then you will still have people locked up.
Indiana just legalized alcohol sales on Sunday 2 years ago. Now, it took them that long to do that. Imagine how long it's going to take.
It took Mike Pence not being the governor no more for them to do that.
Mike Pence like, no.
And all the years before that.
Yeah. So it's going to be a while. Every state that surrounds Indiana has at least decriminalized it in some form, if not, like I said, in a medical or recreational way.
That's true.
Every state that surrounds Indiana.
One thing that I want to say that people were sending me a meme from them saying that Biden was trying to like ban assault rifles, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is the motherfucker y'all voted for," and I'm like, for one, why do y'all need them? For two, y'all get everything else you want and it's illegal. Like niggas smoking weed in states and they doing heroin and all kind of shit. Like y'all still gonna get y'all hands on guns.
He also said that he was gonna do that already, though.
Yeah, he did.
But that's
Like,
the thing is, it's always like, bro, I always get told about gun control, bro. Like gun control is always a thing, bro. Like it's always a fucking.
Yeah, it's always like one of those things. It's almost like one of
It's
those
like-
damn models be winning and they say, "Oh, I want world peace." That's how the presidents do with gun control.
It's the same thing with immigration too. That it's always immigration reform and yada
Gun
yada yada.
control.
We need to help them and we need to make better
Healthcare.
systems. And DACA just now finally passed after all these years. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. And yeah, okay, you want to know what's crazy? And this is the last thing I'll say. So Texas with this the storm.
Oh,
Listen, with the
we didn't
federal
talk about him. Oh, we let him slide through the cracks.
So the federal emergency with this though, when they declared the federal emergency, you know what it does? It gives all of Texas free health care. So in an emergency, there's a law in the Affordable Care Act that got passed back in 2012 or whatever, before with Obama, that says in an emergency you can provide free health care. So in Texas now, they can get free health care because of the state of emergency, but yet they won't do it for the pandemic.
That is crazy.
Man, fuck all this government and
That
Ted
is
Cruz.
crazy. I never thought of it like that. I ain't think, you put it in full circle. That's wild. You right
So
though.
yeah.
Fuck the government. Fuck Ted Cruz down trying to go to Mexico.
See, and you know what I mean? Like that fool should be fucking, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? Like you're kidding me. And the world is like doesn't care because it's like
I got a lot of fuck yous going out
Here's
today.
some memes about Ted Cruz, and then like, okay, bet Ted Cruz is still back there lying, taking vacations when all his constituents are dying.
He was
Fuck
like,
that nigga.
it may have been tone deaf, but I made a mistake. I didn't know. I said, bro, what? You first you said you taking your kids down there and then you coming back. Then you said I didn't know because I was tone deaf. So I mean, well, first off, everybody knew you was lying in general, but it's just like the gist of like people actually dying and like
Nigga,
everybody
did you
know
not
that
we could see you.
you and the other people are the reason. And then
He got pictures of him everywhere, like in the airport, on the plane, landing, coming back. They got his ass everywhere. You think you weren't gonna get caught, bro? Come on, like, bro. Bro.
He posted a pic.
I was gonna say, yeah. So it's more of like, motherfucker, did you not think that we wasn't gonna see you? Like you wasn't one of the ones that voted to acquit Trump. Like you wasn't one of the ones that was inciting the Capitol riot. Like,
well, he wants to run in 2024 too. But what y'all see too? The mayor, one of the mayors in Texas, put out a Facebook post about, y'all better pull your bootstraps up, and it's the government's job to help you.
When you, bruh, out of line.
And he said, you want water and electricity for free, and you want us to give you water and electricity? I said, niggas pay bills. What are you talking about?
I'm like, what are you the mayor of? You like 3 people? How do you say that? Like,
that was, bro. This dude got his wife fired from her job and everything. Like, somebody need to beat his ass. I would beat his ass.
He also resigned like the same night after he said, like an hour after he said that.
I wasn't speaking on behalf of the county or the city.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
You the mayor, fam. Yes, you are. You the mayor. How did he get it? I mean, but now you can just tell, like,
oh my God.
Like you said, he the mayor of 3 people.
You need
that is the
bro.
best punchline of the day. Nigga said, "How you are the mayor?" Come on, I'm not speaking on behalf of the city or the county, sir. You are the city.
You're the mayor of the city, fam. They voted for you. You everything you say is for the city. That's where you at. Like this is your spot.
Oh my God, he must have
the mayor of this city. Like this what you think about.
He had a rough day that day. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know how old he was. He obviously over 50.
Exactly. See, that's what happens. You get older, you start speaking you start saying stupid shit. Like, I mean,
no, I don't blame none of that on him being older and speaking stupid shit. He just a goofy ass dude.
He a
goofy ass Trump dude.
If y'all don't have no water, go figure it out for you and your family.
and afterward, he said, "I don't regret nothing I said." And then after that, he said, "I don't speak for the county or for the city." So at first he said, "I don't regret nothing I said because I feel that way." Ooh, but then he was like, "The things they're doing to my wife, my family, and my wife."
He said,
I don't speak for the city here. I'm like, bro,
that dude said, if you're in a situation without water and lights, that's a direct result of your upbringing or some shit. I'm like, huh? So this my mama's fault?
The town, Colorado City, 4,000, like 100 people. How you finna say that, bro? Like,
oh yeah,
I know that.
That's
gotta be getting like some.
That's a know everybody on a first name basis city.
Yeah.
That's one of them. That's a town, fam. And also
Yeah.
teeth. That sounds like that's like a spot in Indiana where teeth are optional. So they just go ahead and throw him in the spot. Everybody probably half the people agreed with him too, probably. And they was outside. They was outside in the cold. They ain't got no lights, and they agreed with him. Like, yeah,
It's our fault.
Right. It's our fault. We should have had a we should have had a generator.
He's right. No handouts. And what was it? The governor, or maybe it was Rick Perry, the Secretary of Energy or whatever. This fool coming out and saying like, "Oh, the people of Texas would rather freeze for 3 days than get help from the federal government."
What?
I saw that. I'm like, how can you speak for people that's millions of people outside dying, and you in the room with the lights on? And he was in the room with the lights on saying that shit. I was like, what?
Weirdos, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, we went in this episode, so that was good. That was real good, y'all.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
White people.
Yeah. I have nothing left to say.
Me either. I don't encourage violence. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just to be politically correct.
Yeah. I got something to say. Take a special moment to say thank you and rest in power, Mr. Trunell Price, member of the San Diego Black Panther Party, who was laid to rest yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
As a black man, I appreciate everything that he taught us during our interview with him last year. So, again, another great influential leader has left. And like I said, me personally, I just want to say thank you, because like I said, what he taught us, or what he taught me, helped me like get a better perspective on things, because I only knew about what I read. I only knew about what I was taught, which I wasn't taught much about the Black Panther Party in school, especially coming from Indiana. They don't want you to know that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he helped me develop a great insight, as well as stuff like with the COINTELPRO, J. Edgar Hoover, how, again, I think he was the one who told us, or how racist, or like the underlying racism in San Diego was,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like police brutality and everything else. So again, I just want to thank him for that. Thoughts, prayers, condolences to the family, and salute to him.
Salute, major salute.
Yeah, I echo that. I'll just read like an excerpt to end the show about it, about him, from the Union Tribune by Christina Davis. She just put it out yesterday. So yeah, Trunell Price, who died January 26th, was remembered for mentoring a crop of young activists who carry on the Panthers' legacy. The somber procession of ashes was led by a new generation of the Black Panther Party movement, a final farewell fit for a Panther from a different era. In black berets, they raised clenched fists in the air, saluting the velvet encased urn topped with a matching beret. Trunell Price was among the last of San Diego's original Black Panthers. He was memorialized Saturday not only for the fight he embarked on some 50 years earlier, but for mentoring a crop of young activists who are carrying on the iconic movement's legacy today. Price died January 26th at the age of 71 after a long battle with lung disease. He was proud of his place in history as part of a complicated movement that often suffers from oversimplification in its retelling. The Black Power movement, marked in pop culture by its militant Marxist-tinged philosophy, called for self-defense against police abuse and the uplifting of marginalized communities. It defined his life in many ways. He was very concerned for the community, for poor people in general, especially Black people. Pastor Buddy Hauser, who served in the Panthers with Price as a youth, told mourners at the Spring Valley Memorial service, "He stood for us when a lot of people weren't even thinking about us." So yeah, just a little excerpt. That article is
Rest
very
in
long,
peace.
very long
Rest
about
in
his life.
love.
So
I
rest in
wish
peace.
that I would have been a part of that interview when you guys got to speak with him. Rest in love.
Yeah, that was like one of our best interviews. Honestly, the best one from me. I feel like I got the most information from him. Yeah. So,
I agree.
Rest in power, King. Rest in power.
Bring back the Black Panthers too. But, yeah.
Yeah. On that note,
They got the Black Panther Cubs. They got the Black Panther Cubs. It's by
I'm
Fred
trying to
Hampton
join.
Jr. in Chicago. It's in Chicago by Fred Hampton Jr. Anybody you want to help donate, look them up.
Yeah, I'm about to move over there or something. I'm about to get a part of it.
Yeah. Help any way you can.
I don't know about moving, but
Chicago.
You know that was a joke. First of all, the gun violence, the weather, hell no.
I grew up 30 minutes from Chicago. Yeah, you got it.
They got it. I'm straight. I don't even fly through the airport no more.
I love Chicago, though. I just ain't trying to live there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chicago. Hey, I'm never coming though.
Yeah, you'll get a visit from me.
But on that note, y'all, I guess we getting up out of here.
yeah, it's your boy GDQ.
It's been your boy Real Walter 4.
Busy Balboa.
Mac 2301. Oh, my computer's about to die. Perfect timing.
It's been the Activated Podcast, y'all.